my dear students, how are you today? In this lesson, we are going to study Unit 9, Lesson 9. It's on workbook. Please prepare your workbook in front of you so that you can read the text and answer the questions later. Hold the pen and your workbook in front of you. The educational value for April, do you remember it? It's time management. Time management. How can you manage your time? How can you manage your time? Hamid Majdi.
By putting rules and schedule my business.
Yes, good.
Sheet.
Hamid Maher. Thank you. Hamid Maher.
Putting times to do all over my tasks at this time.
Very good. Kareem.
But I plan to do my activities.
Very good. So you should follow some steps, some rules, some schedules or a timetable to achieve your goals at the end. Okay, let's answer this question concerning the lesson we have. What points should be considered when writing a film review? A film review, it means writing a report, giving your opinion concerning a film you have just watched. What points or what things should you think about when you write a film review? Kareem.
I should be honestly and
You should be honest and trustworthy. You shouldn't be biased. All these are what, Kareem? These are your qualities or your characteristics. But what things you should think about when you write a film review? You went to the cinema, suppose that you went to the cinema and you have just watched a film. Then the teacher asked you to write a film review, your point of view concerning the film. So what things should you think about? Ziad Hatem.
The chemistry between the actors, also the broadcast team, like the editors,
so the
casting
chemistry
designers.
Among the actors means here the relationship between the actors. So how the actors filmed the film, or how did the actors role play their roles? Yes, Al-Banhawi.
You should think about the story and the plot.
Good, the story, the storyline, the plot, the events. Yes, Ahmed Haidar.
I should be honest in my review, and I should not spoil the movie.
So these, Ahmed, these are the characteristics, not the points you should think about. The points you should think about the story, the storyline, the plot, the direction. The direction. Was the director successful to achieve the goal? And the performance of the actors. Did the actors perform well? The special effects, the soundtracks, the production, and the makeup, the clothes, the costumes. So these are the points you should think or you should consider when writing a film review. So these are the elements of a good story. The story or the film, the direction, the performance of actors, special effects, soundtracks, production, makeup. And there are some films which were awarded prizes or got presents or gifts for their soundtracks, for their production or direction. Workbook, page number 64, you are going to write, first you are going to read a film review. This film review is written by a student or a writer. He is going to write his point of view concerning a film produced and directed by Mustafa Al-Aqad. Mustafa Al-Aqad was a famous producer and director. He was from Syria. And he wrote a famous film called الرسالة in Arabic and The Message in English. Have you seen this film? الرسالة or The Message. It was role played or filmed in Arabic and English. So there are two versions, Arabic and English, The Message or الرسالة. The Message was role played or acted by Anthony Quinn, and the Risala was filmed by Abdullah Ghais. and it was produced and directed by Mustafa Al-Akkad. If you see the film, or if you saw the film, do you agree with this review after reading the report? Do you agree with this review? Did you learn anything new about film after reading? What did you learn, or what things did you learn and you haven't learned it before? And if you didn't see the film, what do you think is missing from the review? Do you want to see this film now? Now, let's watch a short scene of the movie. If you enjoy it, you can watch the film here at weekend. It's very exciting and interesting. It tells us about the birth of Islam or the beginning of Islam.
Muhammad is a liar.
Liar? Where's the lie and where's the truth? When it hasn't been spoken yet.
These are Arabs who have betrayed the religion of their fathers. They follow a lunatic they call a prophet.
Who's stronger now? Your master or this one god of yours? Say Hubal is your god! Say it!
To this inhumanity has come a man whom God chose. And in that we believe.
These letters from Muhammad, messenger of God, to the rulers of the world, call the world to Islam.
Muhammad, messenger of God? Who gave him this authority?
God sent Muhammad as a mercy to mankind.
We'll do now what we should have done before. Kill Muhammad.
Ali, his cousin, lay there to die for him? Who are we fighting?
They are led by greed. We are led by God.
When you're dead, Hamza, I will cut your heart out. Taste your blood.
These are the disciplines the Prophet puts upon you. You may not harm a woman, a child, or any old person. Strike only at those who have expelled you, who have stolen your rights and enriched themselves with your possessions.
You have just seen the film or the movie retailer of the film. Okay, now you are going to read this film review and give me your point of view concerning these two questions here. Look at the questions here. If you have seen the film, do you agree with this review? And did you learn anything new about the film? If not, if you haven't seen the film, what do you think is missing from the review? Do you want to see this film now? Here, the writer is going to try, or he has written what? He has written a film review, and he has divided the report into different paragraphs. Each paragraph has an idea. Pay attention to the main idea of each paragraph. I'll give you 5 minutes to read this paragraph. Okay, 5 minutes. as you see, the film review is divided into different paragraphs. What is the main idea of each paragraph? Paragraph 1. What's the main idea? What's the main topic? Ziad Hatim?
About the director.
Yes, it gives us a brief note about the film, the time it was produced, and who produced and directed it. Good. And paragraph 2, what is it about? Paragraph 2. Hamid Osama?
مصطفى العكاد.
Mustafa Al-Akkad is the director. He is the producer. Yes. I mean, paragraph 2. What is it about? The main idea of paragraph 2.
Talking about yourself.
No. Muhammad Majdi?
Talks about storyline.
It's about the story of the message. Here it gives you a summary of the film. The story is about the Prophet Muhammad and a handful of believers. There were a few believers, a few Muslims with him, and the film ended with a triumph, a victory of faith. Here, how Islam is spread all over the world. Okay, the third paragraph, what is it about? Paragraph 3. Yes, Muhammad Maher.
The film review. The film review.
It gives what? It gives us about what? The location of the film.
The location of the
It was
film
filmed in Libya.
The values it
and
can
Morocco.
reach it to the listener.
Thank you, Muhammad. So it gives us information about the location of the film, the place. It was filmed in Libya and Morocco, and how the actors stayed for a long time or for months in this place for about 4.5 months to build a replica of Mecca and Medina. So they worked hard to build as a replica, the same village or the same town of Mecca and Medina. As if you were at this time. Okay, the third one or the fourth paragraph, what is it about? What's the fourth paragraph about? Muhammad Osama, paragraph 4.
Yes, teacher.
Yusuf Sayyid.
About
yes.
الرسالة.
It's about الرسالة film.
الرسالة.
How successful is it? Yes, it's about how successful it is, the film. So it's successful with what? Special effects, with the dramatic scenery, with also, as Ziad said, the chemistry between or among the actors. Here, the relationship between the actors. And of course, here the fifth or the sixth paragraph is about what? The composer of the music, the musician, the composer Morris Jar. Who's Morris Jar? Ziad.
He's Lawrence of Arabia, Dr. Zhevich.
Zivago, a passage to India. Here, Morris Jar, the composer, the musician who wrote the music in the film Arasala, he also wrote the music for Lawrence of Arabia, Lawrence al-Arab, Dr. Zivago, and a passage to India. So he was awarded an Oscar. He was nominated an Oscar award for the best music. Okay? The last paragraph, what is it about? What is it about? Paragraph, last one, the last paragraph. It's about what? Yes, Muhammad Majdi?
الرسالة film is the best film as today.
Yes, although it has been filmed or it was filmed over 40 years old now, it is still very famous. It is still celebrated, well known until now, because of it's a classic piece of cinema, and it has a good production, good directed, and great acting of Anthony Quinn and Irina Babas, and of course the strike cinematography, and of course the soundtrack. Okay. So what is missing in the, or did you learn anything new about the film from this review? Did you learn anything new? If you have seen the film, who has just seen the film before, or who has seen the film before? الرسالة. Did you see the film الرسالة or the message before? Muhammad Majdi?
Yes, teacher.
You saw it before?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. What did you learn anything, or what did you learn new about the film from the review? زياد حاتم.
That it's filmed in Libya and Morocco.
Yes, for me too. This is the first time that I knew that it was filmed in Libya and Morocco, and they took months to build a replica of the same town, Mecca and Medina. Okay, very good. And of course, I knew that before that there are two versions, Arabic film and English film, so that there is a difference between the cultures, and there is a difference between how the actors are acting in film. Okay, now you are going to write a film review. Write a film review about your favorite film, a film you have just watched. Choose a film to review, to write your point of view. It should be from one of the categories in the box below. Was the film animation? Was it classic? Was it box office success? Or was it foreign film? Or was it subtitled? It's written translation in Arabic or English. Was it an action film? Was it a historical epic? So you have to choose one of the films and tell me about the film. Your review should be 170 to 200 words. Make notes on the following before writing your review. So before writing the review, you should think about the acting. You should think about the directing, the plot, the costumes, the special effects, the casting, the actors, the casting, the cinematography. How was it filmed? The soundtrack, was the music good or not? Think about what was particularly interesting or disappointing about the film, what you like or you dislike about the film. You should be honest about your opinions. You may use the following phrases to help you. Here, the title of the film is, it's about, it was produced by, it's set in, the thing I liked best about it was. Okay, now you are going to choose a film and write or tell me about the film in short. Then you are going to write a review later. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes to listen to one of your colleagues in 11-2, Hilary Hani, is going to give some information about a film he has just watched, and he recommends you.
It's
actors. Okay, listen.
No, all of them from.
And they speak German.
Yeah.
Best film or my favorite film is actually an animation film. It's called Inside Out. It's produced by Disney Films. Inside Out.
Yes.
It's produced by Disney Films and animated by Pixar Studios. I think till now it's my favorite animation film that has ever come out. Everything about the film is just on point. The title reveals just enough about what the film actually is about, but not too much so that you actually want to see the film. The film talks about, it personifies different emotions and personifies them as different characters. So, for example, happiness, they personify it as joy, and the film talks about how those different emotions try to fight away the character's sadness so that it doesn't take control on the girl they try to keep happy. But at the end of the film, they realize that sadness is an essential emotion, and they actually let her take control for a while. I think everything about it is great. The animation itself is great, as you can expect. Pixar Studios is a very good studio. It has animated a lot of known films like Toys, Soul, etc. All of them are great films. The character development is just great. I think, however, it's the most the weakest point of the film is its sound. I think it can do better with a better soundtrack.
You are talking about soundtrack. The music was not good.
Yes, the music itself wasn't good enough. I think it can do with a better one.
Very good. Did the film get any awards?
I don't think so, but it's a great film. I recommend you to watch it.
Okay, I will, inshallah. Thank you, Ilari. Yes. As you have seen here, Ilari, he spoke about the film review, his point of view. He mentioned the good points and the negative points. Okay, I'll give you 2 minutes to write about your favorite film. Choose one of the films and write a film review concerning this film. Okay, 2 minutes. Who's ready to present his film review? What's the title of the film? What is it about? Who produced it? Where was it set? What is the best thing you liked about the film? How about the plot, the special effects, the acting, the cinematography? So these are the points or the things you should think about when you write a film review. As we started our period, here the points we should think about: the chemistry of the chemistry among the characters as or actors, as Ziad said, or the storyline, the plot, the soundtracks, the special effects, the production, the direction. Yes, Muhammad Osama.
Yes, teacher. The film review Face Off is a 1979 action serial film described by John Woo, starting Travolta and Cage. Travolta and Cage was smart description. Make the viewer car for the good Archer trapped in the bad Troy. The right shoes of Travelet and Cage was clear sign that they have the same physics. The film won the Stone awards for Oscar awards for best distinct and writing.
Good. When was it filmed? When was it produced? You have to mention the time and the place. Okay, Muhammad Osama, I'd like to thank you so much. Okay, is someone else ready? Okay, I'll give you here a sample here. The example your friend mentioned, Muhammad Osama mentioned Face Off. When you write film review, you should think about the plan. The plan should have introduction, paragraph 1, paragraph 2, etc., and then conclusion. Introduction, you mention the title, the major actors, the director, the setting, the genre or thesis. So the film review, you mentioned the title of the film, the major actors, the director, the setting means the place and time, and was it an action film or a comedy film, a historical epic, etc. And then paragraph 1, a plot summary, discuss few events without revealing the ending. You can give me a brief note about the story. Paragraph 2 to 5, support your thesis with plenty of examples. Why is the film successful? So you have to mention the good points, and you can mention the one of the negative points, or you recommend it would be better to if they change the music or not. Conclusion, overall reaction, opinion, recommendation. You have to give me your opinion concerning the film, summarizing, and then recommendation. You recommend your colleagues or your classmates to watch the film, if it's good or not. Okay, let's listen to Muhammad Maher.
Yes, teacher. The Anticipated for is the most film. I like it, and I would like to share it with my friends. I think it's done at USA.
Say the name of the film again.
Anticipated for.
Sorry?
Anticipated.
Uncle's Beauty? I'm sorry?
Anticipated.
Anticipated. Okay, yes, Muhammad Mal, go on.
The story is the street fighter. He go to fight someone. He want to take his fight, and he won. finally, but he killed him, and he find his wife and his son. So he traveled to give him some money, and he find her wife. I think I don't think what, but it was so bad work on it, but I don't remember, sorry, teacher, but
Okay, so
finally
it's an action film.
Yes.
All right. Where was it seen? Was it set in the USA or in an imaginary place, or in which
Yes,
year? At what
in
time?
USA. At
In
USA at 2004.
Okay. Did the film get any awards?
Yes, two Oscar for Scott Adkins. He is a very famous actor. He
For good
characterized big character professionally.
Yes.
He
Thanks a lot, Mohammed.
characterized.
Yes. Thanks a lot. Okay. So when you write a film review, of course, you should serve the net to get more information, more details, then write your film review. Okay, let's listen to Ziad Hatim.
The title I'm going to talk about a series, not a film.
A series, yeah. An English one?
No, an Arabic one, an Egyptian.
Yeah.
The title of the series is Wannus, if you know it. It's about a human whose friend died, and then the devil appears using his body, and then tries to make people go out of the right way or the path. It was produced in Ramadan of 2016 by Shadi Fakhrani, and the best actor, of course, it's without a rival, is Yahya Fakhrani, and he was, by the way, Wannus. I don't think that it has any achievements or like this, but the best thing that
What did
the
you like
actors,
about the series? Yeah.
the way that Yahya Fakhrani,
Yes.
sorry,
Yes, the main character, yeah, the main character.
it's Wannus, and there is the friend.
Very good. Would you recommend your classmates to watch it? Thank you, Ziad. Ahmed Haider.
Yes, teacher. Today I'm going to talk about a movie, and it is called 2012. Well, the movie 2012 was produced at 2009, and the budget of the movie was 200 million. And one of the main casters of the movie was John Cusack and Amanda Peet. And it's about the end of the times where there is so many natural disaster that happens, like the the explosion of the Yellowstone volcanoes, and many more. And it was set in America, and they got over $791 million from the movie.
Very
It's
good.
actually one of the best movies I've ever seen, because it shows that anything could happen in this world at any time.
Thanks a lot, Ahmed. Yes, Muhammad Majdi.
My film is Great Fulfillment, produced by Hilmi Rafla, written Faisal Nada. The time of this film, 1974, the place in Egypt. The characters Muhammad Yassin and Kamil Shinawi and Adil. The film talks about Adil wants to marry from Wala. Then the October War began in 1973. Then he promised to coming win. I like this film because it shows the clever of Egyptian man, and make me proud about my country.
Thanks a lot. Thank you, Muhammad Majdi. Okay, so when you write a film review, you should have a plan like this. Introduction, you have to mention the title, the major actor, the director, setting, genre, series, etc. And paragraph 1, give a plot summary. Paragraph 2 and to number 5, you have to support your main idea with plenty of examples. Why do you recommend your colleagues to watch this film? And then conclusion, you mention your point of view, your recommendation, etc. Okay? Summarize your thesis and provide your final thoughts on the topic. So this is the homework you are going to do on workbook page number 65. You are going to write a film review in 170 to 200 words. This is an example, as Muhammad Osama mentioned, Travolta and the Cage, Face Off.
خلاص معلش بس عليا بس.
Yes, Ziad. Never mind Ziad. This is an exercise here. The name of the film, Face Off. The genre is an action, thriller, or violence. Notes on the film, director John Woo, a writer, etc. Cast, length of the film, 138 minutes. Producers, U.S. distributor, screenplay, cinematography, etc. And it was filmed in 1997 in the USA. And it has got, I think it was got an award for the soundtrack, etc. So this is what a sample for film review for the Face Off. You can screenshot and read it at home. Okay. So it has 5 paragraphs, 3 paragraphs here. On the second page, you can see 2 paragraphs. This is here as another film called A Great History. The title of the film is A Great History. It's about the history of Kuwait in liberation. The story is about the struggle of the Kuwaitis against the Iraqi forces. They fought their enemy courageously till leaving the Kuwaiti lands. The plot of the film was good and the acting was fantastic. The direction of the film was in a good order. It has very good effects on the audiences. I enjoyed watching the film and I hope I watch it again and again. Although the actions in the film return to old actions, you feel it as if they are real actions. The acting reflects the greatness of the Kuwaitis and this is something good to be proud of. And here is a summary of Omar Mukhtar. Do you know Omar Mukhtar? It's an Arabic film and it was also directed by Mustafa Al-Aqad. And it's about Omar Al-Mukhtar, the leader from Libya. Okay, you can read this film review about Omar Mukhtar film. It's a very famous film, also produced and directed by Mustafa Al-Aqad. Okay, you can read this at home. So you should write the report in at least 4 or 5 paragraphs, introduction, then paragraphs 1, 2, 3, 4, and then recommendations and your introduction or conclusion at the end. Okay, until we meet again, thank you and goodbye.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you.
Thank you.